Hi guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. Today we are going to discuss about a topic named leverage and among the different kinds of leverage. We are going to discuss about today about what is operating leverage. Today we have made a video on what is operating leverage, its basic concepts and the meaning of operating leverage, its formula to find out the operating leverage. Hope you guys enjoy the video. And previously we have already made a video on what is leverage, the meaning of the leverage, and basic concepts about leverage. So today is all about going to what is degree of operating leverage, and the next video is going to be about what is financial leverage and what is combined leverage. So guys, today let me tell you about what is operating leverage and the degree what is the meaning of degree of operating leverage. So the term operating leverage may be defined as the firm's ability to use fixed operating costs to magnify the effects of changes in sales on its EBIT. That is the ability of the firm to magnify the changes in EBIT due to changes in the sale. If there is a change in some 1% change in sale, there is going to be a 2% change in the EBIT. That is, if there is any change in sale, the EBIT will also increase or decrease, and this happens also increase or decrease, and this happens due to the one factor, that is operating fixed cost. The fixed cost related to the operation is known as operating fixed cost, and the operating fixed cost is the only decision making factor for determining the amount of operating profit. So leverage is all about what is operating fixed cost and what is the degree of operating fixed cost. That is what is the degree of operating leverage. Leverage actually means the risk factor. So the leverage associated with the operating fixed cost is also known as operating leverage. That is, the risk associated with the operating fixed cost is also known as operating leverage. Measurement of this is also known as degree of operating leverage. That is the measurement of operating risks, that is operating cost, how much operating cost the company can incur and how much should have been incurred to earn the maximum profit and minimum costs. The measurement of the degree in measurement of the amount or the measurement of the risks of the operating cost involved in the company is known as degree of operating leverage. Keeping other factor remaining constant, that is the sales quantity, selling price, and variable cost. These three factors has to be remain constant, and if the operating fixed cost increases, the degree of operating leverage is also increases. That is, if the high cost fixed cost, the degree of risk also increases, that is degree of operating leverage also increases, and vice versa. Operating fixed cost has magnified effect on EBIT compared to the sales volume. Operating fixed cost has an effect on EBIT as when compared with the sales volume. If there is any change in the sales volume, the operating profit also increases and decreases due to the operating fixed cost. Operating fixed cost may be viewed as the fulcrum of the business activity with respect to which operating profit increase or decrease. Operating fixed cost can be seen as a fulcrum. It is the point of focal point or the decision making point, the factor point depending on which the increase of profit or profit increases or decreases due to operating fixed cost. And this operating fixed cost is also known as operating leverage. The measurement of the operating leverage is also known as degree of operating leverage. Now, how to find out the degree of operating leverage? There are basically two main formulas for finding out degree of operating leverage. The first formula for finding out is contribution by EBIT. Contribution that we get by deducting variable cost and fixed cost from the sales, we get contribution. After deducting variable cost from the sales, we get contribution, and after deducting fixed cost from contribution, we get EBIT. So contribution divided by EBIT, it gives us the degree of operating leverage. And if some of the factor is missing, that is if EBIT or contribution is if anyone is missing, then we can find out by another formula, that is percentage change in EBIT divided by percentage change in sale. This is another formula for finding out the degree of operating leverage. And now, if there is another point, and degree of operating leverage, that DOL, that is degree of operating leverage, exists if it is greater than 1. If it is not greater than 1, if it is equals to 1, then degree of risk or degree of operating leverage does not exist in the firm. And if the fixed cost is more than 1, then the operating risk involved in the company, that is, if the percentage change in EBIT is greater than percentage change in sale, the DOL exists. That if the percentage change in EBIT, that is, if there is 2% change in EBIT, the sales should also increase by 1%. If the sales doesn't increase by 2%, if sales doesn't increase by 1%, or the then the EBIT does not increases, and the DOL also does not exist. So if there is a change in the EBIT due to the change in the sales, the EBIT exists, and the operating fixed cost exists. What does DOL actually means? Suppose there is a firm ABC Limited. The DOL of a company is 2. It indicates that for 1% change in sales, operating profit, that is EBIT, will change by 2% in the same direction as the change in the sale. That if there is positive sale, that is, if there is increase in the sales, then there is going to be increase in the profit. If there is a decrease in the sale, then there is going to be a decrease in the profit. And the sales volume increase by 1%, EBIT will also increase by 2%, or vice versa. This is the point to be remembered, that the DOL has to be always greater than 1 to exist in a company. The next point about DOL is that DOL also explains the operating risk profile. DOL also explains the operating risk profile of the company. If the DOL is more, the operating risk is more, or vice versa. Thus, the management should concentrate on keeping the degree of operating leverage at the desired level. That is, the fixed cost should be controlled and incurred in a desired level. That is, it should be incurred by keeping in mind the volume of the sales and the capacity of the company. Fixed cost should be always kept at a desired level, otherwise the profit amount is going to get decreased due to the higher fixed cost, and higher fixed cost leads to high degree of operating leverage. If there is high degree of operating leverage, then there is going to be less profit. If there is low degree of operating risk or leverage, then there is going to be high profits. So this has to be kept in mind by the finance manager of the company. Actually, operating risk is the risk of not recovering the operating fixed cost. It is the risk associated that the company may or may not able to recover the fixed cost. The risk associated is known as the degree of operating leverage. The more the degree of operating leverage, the more is the operating risk, and if there is less degree of operating leverage, then there is going to be less risk. So this has to be kept in mind. The next point, we are coming about what is margin of safety and what is break-even sales. First, let me tell you about what is break-even sales. Break-even sales is nothing but a sales point where the company neither earns any profit nor incur any loss. It is a point volume of sales where the operating profit is nil. It is the volume of point where the operating profit is nil. Operating break-even point is the volume of sales at which the company earns neither any profit nor any loss. So the point is known as break-even point. So no profit, no loss is a point of a company which is known as break-even sales or break-even point. So it can be found out by different various formulas. So some of the formulas are: break-even point units equals to fixed cost by contribution per unit, total contribution equals to fixed cost. So units break-even point is fixed cost by contribution per unit. And the next point is margin of safety. What is margin of safety? Margin of safety is the difference between the actual sales value and the break-even sales value. It is the sales value over and above the break-even sales value. It indicates the soundness of the company. If there is a break-even point of the company, the sales above the break-even point is known as the margin of safety. The higher the margin of safety, the more sound the company is, and the lower the margin of safety, the less sound the company. It means the less profitable the company, and the more margin of safety means higher volume of sales, which means the company is in good profit position. And the formula for finding out the margin of safety is actual sales less break-even sales, or sales less margin of safety equals to sales less break-even sales, or margin of safety equals to profit by PB ratio. Profit here means the operating profit, that is earning before interest and tax, EBIT. So that's all for today, guys, about what is margin of safety, break-even sales, and what is operating leverage. Thank you for listening to my video, and hope you guys have understood my explanation very well. I am going to come in the next video with what is financial leverage and what is combined leverage. So thank you for listening, guys.